now we will see how to match the grain in a footage by extracting grain from the footage itself. So here is a footage consisting of some amount of grain. We can see the grain here in individual channels, RGB channels. So we can see the grain is running here. Now we will see how to extract this grain to match the footage. So let's take a blur node now. Yeah, here is the blur node, and I'm just blurring the footage to just decrease the amount of grain. So blur will just decrease the amount of grain by scaling it up. So I'm just going to take a merge node and merging the footage and blur node. So you should keep in mind that B should be the blur node and A pipe should go into the footage. So right now I just forgot to set my project settings. This is really important. Set the project settings first itself. So now I'm just piping the merge operations properly and giving it as minus operation. So what it will give us is the footage minus blur. So we will get the grain from the footage by this merge operations. So I'm just taking the add node and giving it a 0.5 value for making it reliable for the scanned grain node. So here I got some grain with a grayish tint, so I can use this grain for matching the grain purpose. Right now I just took the crop node and just cropping one safe area that no interactions or some FG things and all it is coming. So I just cropped it, and I'm just going to take a transform node and just placing this piece of grain in the corner to create a pattern, to create a full footage of grain with this pattern. So here is a transformed position and I'm just merging it, and again I'm just transforming to create, just moving it to the right side and adjusting the transform values to match it. Like at last it should look like a whole footage. The whole grain, this pattern of grain should fill the whole footage, that we can use this grain to match the footage wherever we need actually. So this is the easiest way to make the grain ready. So here it is. I'm merging it to the Y axis now and just transforming it into the Y axis. And let's see. I'm just giving a value. It is a little bit more, so I will adjust till it matches without leaving any black areas. So it should be so accurate, and there should be no white or black. If white or black is coming, means there is overlapping or there is missing data. So we have to arrange the grain in XY directions properly, that these grains should be used in the footage. So at last I'm just using a crop node to cut off the unneeded things or the bounding box issues, and taking a right node. I already kept a right node here, so I'm just going to render this grain in EXR format. EXR format should be must, because scan grain supports EXR formats. So I'm just rendering the grain now. So this simple procedure, just cropping the part of a grain which is free from interactions and arranging it to get a decent grain footage. So now we got grain separately. Now I have this input. Instead of taking the input again, I'm just using a postage stamp node. So we can use this postage stamp node to just view the footage wherever in the script. So then I'm just going to take a denoise node and I'm just taking the noise or grain from the footage using this node. Then I am taking the most important node, the scanned grain. So after that I'm just importing the rendered grain. Previously we rendered that grain, we are just going to import it here. So we can see the pattern is almost matching, but the level of grain or the amount of grain is not matching. We can match it with these values. So now I'm matching the blue channel, and we can match it individually in each channel's RGB separately. So these options we can use it for matching the grain in dark and light areas also. So this dark areas is almost matched. Now I'm just going to the exposure areas where the white level is a little bit more. So yeah, here it is. Here we can see in the lighter areas, I mean the real exposed area is not matching. So I'm just going into the master curve option, and here is the white curve, I mean the grain level which adjusts the white areas, I mean the exposed areas. This is the black area adjusting curve. So by adjusting these two, we can adjust the light and darker areas grains also. So I'm just showing an example by importing the grain without cropping the footage, I mean grain, the step which we did previously. So I already rendered it, so I just imported it, and now I will show you the difference between the cropped scan the grain and without cropping the scan grain. So here what we can see is that in addition to the grain, we can see the character or whatever is there in that shot is also coming. So this is not a proper method. We should crop the grain and use it. So why not subscribing my channel? Is it not worth? This is a question. People in India especially don't want to learn anything related to their work that can make the best in respective career. About 86% of viewers hasn't subscribed my channel till yet. It doesn't cost you anything. My intention is to provide you useful information and make you strong. Follow MadlookzVFX Facebook page for more VFX updates and information. Always support me. Like, comment, subscribe MadlookzVFX and share with your friends. Thank you.